Whatever the reimbursed or payment you have received for medical, that is completely exempted. Clear? Yeah, this is a point number 1. Add everything. 3 lakh plus 25 plus 1 lakh 50 plus 1 lakh 50. HRA received. Just assume that you have received HRA of rupees 50,000. Out of these three, 30,000 will go to outer column. 50 minus 30. This 20,000 is taxable. Hello everyone, this is your ALsir, lecturing Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. So, we are in the session 2 of your topic called Income Tax 1. Under Income Tax 1, we are doing topic, it is nothing but income from salary. In your syllabus, the major topic is none other than income from salary. Now, income from salary, there are many things to learn, but we will not go the complete concept wise, we will go as per your question wise. For example, today we are doing 2 problems, means regarding those 2 problems, whatever concepts are there, I'll explain you. Why? Because if I explain you all the concepts, there are more than 100 concepts are there. If I explain you everything, you will not remember. And while doing the each problem, whatever concepts are there in that problem, I explain you there itself. Now, what will be your homework? Homework, it is nothing but in your tax notes. If you are maintaining any tax notes, in that last 3 or 4 sheets, you leave it blank. There you have to write income tax or income from salary. In the bracket, income tax, in the bracket, income from salary. Below that, concepts. Whatever concepts I write, I'll tell, please write down each and everything. So that there are many concepts are there. If you write down in a single sheet, you can remember everything. Before your exam, you need not to check all your problems and solution. If you understand the concept on your own, you will do problems. I'll tell you, after doing one problem, you will get to know what is concept and what is your normal problems. Now, so what will be your agenda? Agenda is very simple. We will do concept as well as problems on your income tax. So, concepts. So, before we go to problem, I'll explain you the concept. But before that, I'll show you the problem, how the problem will be. The problem will be like this. See, from the following, find out income from salary of Suresh. Now, they have given gross annual salary, medical expenditure directly paid by employer to the private practitioner. Then medical expenditure directly paid by employer to the hospital approved by Chief Commissioner of Income Tax. Next, reimbursement of medical expenses incurred by the employee in hospital approved by Chief Commissioner of Income Tax. Expenditure on traveling abroad including that of attendant. Attendant means what? If from company they have sent you to abroad, along with that they will give you one attendant. Or else if you are going abroad along with your wife, along with your child, that is also we can call it as attendant, one extra person which is borne by employer. Then expenditure incurred on stay and treatment abroad borne by again employer. Then so out of 6 means this point. Out of 6, amount permitted by the Reserve Bank of India is rupees 1 lakh. This is all about your information. I'll go back to concept. I'll explain you what about this. Now, so your computation of salary is very simple. Just will prepare 3 columns. This will be particular amount. In this, what we will write? Now, whatever basic salary they have, basic salary, DA, CCA. Remember these 3. Basic salary, DA, CCA. Basic salary means, for example, your monthly salary is around 10,000. It is net salary, not gross, net salary. Now, so your salary is around some 10,000 or 20,000 per month salary. 20,000 into 12 is your basic salary. Now, after that, we have DA. DA stands for Dearness Allowance. DA stands for Dearness Allowance. Dearness Allowance, it is nothing but, so if you are benefited with any DA, for example, we call it as TADA. TA means traveling, DA means dearness. If they have given any food allowances, any snacks allowances, you have gone outside the office on office work. For that, they have given any allowances, that also called as Dearness Allowances, taxable. CCA. CCA means City Compensation Allowance. City Compensation Allowance. What is City Compensation Allowance? You are in a rural area, so for that some compensation. You are almost away from your family. You are actually from Bangalore, but you are away. You are in some Bidar or Gulbarga. For that reason, they will give you some allowances. That is called City Compensation Allowances. Each city has its own limit of allowances. If it is a rural side, your allowances will be more. If it is a city side, if you are rural side, your allowances will be less, and if it is a city side, your allowances will be more, because the expenditure will be more in city surroundings. Now, these are normally you will not get any exemption. Whatever amount they have given, we have to consider. Along with that, remember, any medical payment made, remember, any medical payment made by employer means what? Owner, made. If it is approved by income tax authority, then it is exempted. Again, I'll repeat, any medical treatments are reimbursed done by employer. If it is approved by income tax authority, then it is exempted. Clear? First point is what? Medical approved by income tax authority, then exempted. Remember this, any medical expenses which is paid by employer and it is approved, remember, it must be paid by employer. Any medical expenses paid by employer, if that particular expenses which is approved by your income tax authority, or the whichever hospital they have approved, like the hospitals which are approved by income tax authority, then whatever the reimbursed or payment you have received for medical, that is completely exempted. Clear? Yeah, this is a point number 1. Point number 2. Write down a medical which is paid by employer. In this, if it is approved by income tax authority, then it will be exempted. If the hospital is authorized or if it is approved also, it is exempted. Then any abroad. So abroad, any conveyances or allowances given. So if your gross total income is less than 2 lakh, then exempt. So they have given abroad facility, like you can go to abroad and whatever expenditure which are spent by employer. Now, if your gross total income is less than 2 lakh, then it is exempted. If your gross total income is more than 2 lakh, then you have to pay tax on that. Clear? The second point, any abroad, if your gross total, GTI means gross total income, less than 2 lakh, please write down, because whatever I have written on the board, you cannot understand. Why? Because wherever I'll find space, I'll write down. That's why whenever I'm dictating, please write down, it will be easy for you. Now, The second point you need to remember, all comes under salary chapter concepts. First concept is what? All medical expenditure paid by employer. If it is approved by IT authority, it is exempted. Second point, any abroad allowances given, if his gross total income, like his salary is less than rupees 2 lakh, then it is exempted. If salary is more than 2 lakh, then it is taxable. Clear? And the third one, so I don't have space here, so I am writing here. Again, abroad, if anything RBI approved, then exempted. So anything abroad, allowances given, if RBI has approved that, then that is also exempted. Remember, if RBI approves means that is exempt. Clear? Yes. So these things you have to remember before doing this problem. Only three things. All the medical expenses paid by employer, if it is approved hospital and approved by income tax authority, then it is exempt. And the second one, any abroad allowances given to the employee by employer. Employer means owner. Employee means worker. Now, given by employer, then if his salary is less than 2 lakh, then it is exempt. His salary is more than 2 lakh, then it is taxable. Then, third one, very simple. Same abroad thing. If it is approved by RBI, then it is exempted. Clear? Yes. We'll go back to question. Now, very simple. Gross annual salary 3 lakh. See, his gross annual salary is more than 2 lakh. Remember, it is more. So, taxable. Medical expenditure directly paid by employer to private practitioner. Whether it is approved? No, it is not approved. So it is what? Taxable. Medical expenditure directly paid by the employer to the hospital approved by Chief Commissioner of Income Tax. Exempted. Wherever I'll put into, it is exempted. You need not to pay tax. Just assume that you are that employee and these are your salary. So it will be interesting for you to do problem. Now, and the third one, reimbursement of medical expenses incurred by the employee in hospital approved by Chief Commissioner. Same, exempt. Then, expenditure on traveling abroad, remember, including that attendant borne by the employer. Go back to his gross total income. What is his gross total income? More than 2 lakh. More than 2 lakh. So it is what? Taxable. It is what? Taxable. If his gross total income less than 2 lakh, then this will be exempted. Clear? Yes. Next. Expenditure incurred on stay and treatment abroad borne by employer. How much it is? 2 lakh 50. It is taxable actually. But in the seventh one, out of 6, your sixth one, permitted by RBI. How much it is permitted by RBI? Rupees 1 lakh means 2 lakh 50 means 2 lakh 50,000 minus 1 lakh. Your 1 lakh 50 is taxable. 1 lakh 50,000 is taxable. Any doubt out of this? There is no doubt. Now we'll go to answer. Just I explain you the answer because you know the concepts. Now see, first one salary, they have taken heading computation of income from salary. Now first one heading gross salary taken. Medical expenditure directly paid by employer to private. No exemption. Why? Because it is private, means it is not approved. So it is taxable. Medical expenditure directly paid by employer to approved hospital, exempt. By approved hospital, exempt. Anything which is approved by income tax authority, it is exempted. Then expenditure on traveling abroad, not exempt. Why? Because his gross total income exceeds 2 lakh. If it is less than 2 lakh, it is exempt. If it is more than 2 lakh, taxable. Clear? Yes. Expenditure on stay and treatment abroad. 2,50,000 it is given, but RBI how much they approved? I'll go back to question. Up to 1 lakh it is approved. Now 2,50,000 minus 1 lakh, he got 1,50,000. Any doubt up to this? Up to this, no doubts. Add everything. 3 lakh plus 25 plus 1,50,000 plus 1,50,000. It will be how much? 6,25,000. So, income tax department, they have given a chance like whatever may be your income up to 50,000, it is exempted, means it is a deduction. So it is a deduction you have. Standard deduction we call it as. We call it as what? Standard deduction. Whatever, if you got 5 lakh, then 5 lakh minus 50,000. 7 lakh minus 50. 7 lakh 50 minus 50. So you got 6 lakh 25. There is a standard deduction for everybody. For everybody, 50,000 Mafi. Mafi means no tax for 50,000. Whatever income you have, in that 50,000 you don't pay tax. It is a Mafi for you. Now, 6,25,000 minus 50, you have to pay tax on 5,75,000. Clear? Any doubt? No doubt. Now, next. So once you're done with your problem number 1, we'll go to problem number 2. Again, problem number 2, just we'll see the question. Again, I'll go back to concept class. Now, compute taxable salary of Arun. You have salary of 5 lakh. Then Dearness Allowance, DA you have. They have given not forming part of salary. I'll tell you why. Now, house rent allowance. What is house rent allowance? Remember, house rent allowance means you're working in some XYZ company. Now, so you're in Bangalore or Mysuru or somewhere. Now, you're in rented house. Now, you're in rented house. From the company, they will give you 5 or 6,000 per month allowances to pay rent. You're paying 10,000 rent means the 6,000 will be paid by whom? Your company. So, out of 10, 6 paid by company, 4,000 will be paid out of your pocket. Whatever 6,000 paid by company for your rent purpose, we call it as house rent allowance. Now, house rent allowance, always we have small calculation. We'll do that. I'll explain you that calculation. Now, so your house rent allowance 1,20,000. Actual rent paid is this much. Place of Chennai. And CCA they have given 200. Medical allowances is 100. Medical allowance they have not mentioned, it is approved and all. So it must be taxable. Clear? Yes. Now, so before I will go to concept, the simple thing we'll do it as it is. Now, what is your salary? 5 lakh. Now, as per your answer, salary is 5 lakh. What is your dearness allowance? It is 20,000. Now, Dearness, DA is 20,000. Now, HRA will come later. This HRA we will come later. What is the next? CCA, City Compensation Allowance, 200 per month. So, this will be 200 multiplied with 12. So, 2,400. Clear? Yes. Medical allowance, it is 100 per month. Medical, it is 100 into 12. If there are no adjustments, we write down directly, no more calculation. But HRA, we have working note. That's why I'll kept aside. Now, your HRA, working note. I'll show you the working note, how to do HRA. Now I will explain you HRA, how to calculate HRA, house rent allowance. The concept is very simple. Your columns must be like this. Your columns must be like this. This will be particular. This will be amount and this will be amount. Now, out of this, how to calculate means first HRA received. HRA received. Just assume that you have received HRA of rupees 50,000. Now, you have deduction. What is the deduction? You have minus, less, least of the following. Least of the following. Least of the following. Now, A, HRA received. B, 50% of basic salary. Then C, rent paid minus 10% of salary. So this will be your format. Clear? Now, first one you have to write down your HRA. This is very important. Why? Because in the salary you have to calculate again 5 marks. They will ask you separately calculation of HRA. Now, list of the following. HRA received, you will write the same thing. It is 50,000. Then or 50% of salary. It is not basic. It is 50% of salary. Now, what is your salary actual? Salary means it is nothing but salary is equal to your basic salary plus DA plus commission. This is called your salary. What is your salary? Basic salary plus DA plus commission. We will not take normal DA. We have to take DA which must be approved. Commission which must be approved. Then only we will consider DA and commission. Not forming part of salary. Not forming part of salary means we will not consider this 20,000 as your salary. Clear? It should be forming part of salary. Then commission here it is not given. If commission is given, they will give you like which is approved, like it is taken on your sales basis. Certain percentage on sales basis. They will give you clearly. Then only we will consider. If any extra adjustment is not there, we will not consider DA, we will not consider commission. In this problem, we will take 5 lakh itself, your salary. Now, as per the concept, HRA received, I have taken 50. Now, just assume that your basic salary is some 2 lakh. What is your basic salary? It is some 2 lakh. Example. Now, what is this? 50% of salary means on 2 lakh, 50% means how much? This will be 1 lakh. Clear? Now, why it is 50%? Remember, in this Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi. Kolkata and Delhi. In these 4 cases, we call it as it is 50%. Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, we call it as 50% of salary. Other than these 4 places, we take 40%. Clear? So, in case of Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, I have taken K here, Kolkata and Delhi. So, in these 4 cases, we take it 50% because these cities are metropolitan or bigger cities. Now, other than these 4, other than like you got MYSURU, Bangalore or something, then you have to go for 40% of your salary. Clear? Now you got 50,000, that is as it is. You got your salary is 2 lakh, on that you have taken 50%. Remember, salary means basic salary plus DA plus commission. DA should be part of your salary. Commission should be percentage on your turnover. Then only we will consider, or else we will not consider. Now, rent paid minus 10% of salary. For example, per annum, you paid rent, maybe you have paid rent of 50,000 minus 10% of salary. What is your salary? 2 lakh. On the 10% means 20,000. So how much you will get? 30,000. Now, this will be 30,000. Example I am giving. We'll go for the actual problem later. Now, HRA received should come under outer column. Less least of the following. Whichever is less. HRA received, it is copy paste. 50% of salary, your salary on that 50%. Rent paid minus 10% of salary. Whatever rent paid by your hand, that minus your on your salary 10% you have to minus. Now, we have 50,000, we have 1 lakh, we have 30,000, which is less 30,000. Out of these three, 30,000 will go to outer column. 50 minus 30, this 20,000 is taxable. Clear? Like this, you have to do your calculation. If you want, you can take a screenshot. We'll go for the normal, actual answer. Now, so we'll go to the actual one. As per this, we have calculated your HRA. It is nothing but the list of the following 1, 2, 3 is exempt. This is your HRA computation or calculation. As per this, I'll go back to your question. How much HRA received? 1,20,000. Now, HRA received 1,20,000. Now, least of the following, out of these three, whichever is less, we will minus. Now, in this, your actual is 1,20,000. Now, out of this, least of these three, HRA received same, copy paste, 1,20,000. Then, rent paid less 10% of salary. Rent paid is how much? I'll go back. Your rent paid is 1,50,000. 10% of salary means 5 lakh is your salary. On the 10% means how much? 50,000. So, this will be your 1,50,000 minus 50, you will get rupees 1 lakh. Now, then 50% of your salary. Why? Because the problem is about Chennai. Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, always 50%. Now, this will be 2,50,000. Clear? Yes. So, 1, 2, 3. Out of these three, whichever is less. Which is less in this? Yes. Out of these three, 1 lakh is less. So, from your 1,20,000, out of these three. So, your 1,20,000 minus 1 lakh, your answer is how much? Only 20,000. Your final answer HR is 20. I'll go back to answer. Your working note is 20,000. Clear? Yes. Now, add everything. You got 5,43,000. As I told you, what is your standard deduction? 50,000. It was 40,000 in the previous year, but this year it is 50,000. Now, 5,43,600 minus 50, it will be 4,93,600 taxable. Now, taxable HRA has been computed as under. This is only your taxable computation. So, this is all about your today's session. We understood 2 problems with concept. In this, medical things you understood and HRA calculation you understood. Another 2-3 problems you will learn concept. Later, the same concept you will apply for every problems. Thank you.